I've done this so many times, I've actually lost count of the number of websites, the number of pages that I've built out over my period of building out websites. And I've noticed all these websites rank extremely well on Google. And how I've been able to do this is by developing my own system, which I call the Search Ready Blueprint. It's a system I've developed over a long period of time, years actually now, a way to structure websites, the pages built on a website, so that it articulates and clearly demonstrates to Google's search engine exactly what it is that you do, where you provide that service. And for over the years, I've seen how Google favors the websites that I've built and helps push them towards the top of the search results. And another thing that's very, very impactful is that a business owner, the ones that I've built these websites for, once I've built out these websites and they connect it to their Google business profile, it tends to power the Google business profile up. It helps push it into that 3-pack of Google, where the vast majority of leads will come for a local business owner, a contractor, home service type of business, because that positions you at the very top, especially on those smartphones these days. Now, I say this all the time. It's not the end all to be all in getting a business profile into that 3-pack of Google. That's just one of many factors in getting you to the top. I know here on YouTube, you see one video after another saying they all can get you into the 3-pack of Google. That's just not the case. If I'm a plumber in Fresno, California, just starting out, there's no amount of website design and structure and all the search engine optimization that I can do to my brand new plumbing site to get into the 3-pack of Google, because there's already a bunch of established businesses in that area. And the way the Google map listings work, the 3-pack is based not just on the website design, it's based on various different factors. But on this video, I want to share with you guys this search ready blueprint that I've developed over the years, the same rules that I apply to every single page that I built. And if you add these to your website, if you're out there trying to build out your own or trying to build it for somebody, these are the best practices that I follow every time, so that my pages will show up at the top of the search results, help get that business in front of potential customers, and help them generate a lead for their business. Because ultimately, in my opinion, a website should be designed to generate leads for a business owner. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 examples that I have built. They do not have a Google business profile set up. I mainly built these out as experiments, just to show people that my design, my templates, my structure, my search ready blueprint actually works. I know there's a lot of stuff here on YouTube, Shane. Everybody claims they can get people to the top, but then I don't ever see anybody doing any examples. Why don't they do that? This is why I want to show you guys, not only just to show you guys that this stuff works, to show you in my way the simplicity of it, and also to build up that belief that you guys can do it for yourselves. Learn this process. It's not super complicated. Just follow how you say critical thinking and just basic, just placing yourself in your customer's shoes. It's what's ultimately what Google's looking for anyways. So let me show you guys these 3 examples. Again, they're completely experimental projects. Some of them have already started to generate a lead here and there for a potential business owner. One of them's completely not even built on WordPress, my favorite platform where I build websites for. One of these things was just built on Wix. And the reason I built it on Wix was just to prove my point that my search ready blueprint will work pretty much on any platform as long as you follow these rules. That I used to have them 5 rules, but I broke it down to 4 basic rules you must follow on every single page that you built on a website in order to have Google recognize exactly what it is that you do, where you provide that service, and then be able to place that website in front of potential customers looking for that particular service. So let me share with you guys these 3 examples and the rules that I apply on every single page that I built on these sites. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is not overcomplicate things. Let's make this as simple as possible. I'm a simple guy who wants things explained really easy. And again, I always wish somebody would have taught me these things the way that I'm teaching them now to people. I wish it would have showed me how to do this, because like I said, they overcomplicate things and I just don't understand why. So these are the rules of my search ready blueprint on building out these website pages. Right, so the very first thing is the title tag and meta description. I always explain to people that every page online has a tag at the top which tells Google exactly what it is this page is going to be about, And in the description, you're also going to have to summarize exactly what's going to be on that particular page. The second thing is your H1 title tag. I explained this like when you were a kid, turning in your book report to your teacher wants to see what the hell was this book report all about. If there's no title tag, your teacher's going to be angry at you. Put a title tag on the book report. Same thing for your site. So the main service and location where you're providing the service must be the H1 title tag on the page. Then you got your H2s and your H3s, and there's some 4s and 5s and things like that. Again, let's make it simple. H2s and H3s support what your title is going to be about. So as Google crawls the page, reads it, your customers read the page, they're going to crawl and see, okay, this is about this service, and here's sub-services of this business, and here's even further sub-services of that same business. You get the idea and the fourth thing is content for human beings. You writing the content so that you are explaining to a customer exactly what it is you do, where you provide that services, and you just guide them through the process. The best example I always use is if you met somebody at a barbecue, at a friend's barbecue, that doesn't know who you are, and they begin to ask you what field are you in, and you begin to explain to them that you are, for example, a concrete contractor here in Fresno, California. And they go, oh, what do you do? Oh man, I do driveways, I do retaining walls, I do stamped work, I do all kinds of different things, and that way, in a communicating way like a human being. So now that you know these rules, here's those 3 examples. All right, this first example is for a contractor that I know personally, and we're experimenting and trying something out. He does all kinds of different things. He does framing, concrete work, things like that. One of the things he wants to get into is ADU construction in certain areas. And this is the first of a few websites that we're going to try experiment to see if we can generate some leads for his business. And it's for ADU contractor in Richmond, California. So I structured and built out this website following those rules. At the moment of this video, this website only got one page. It's the home page, about page, contact page. That's it. I haven't worked on the service pages quite yet. I've been pretty busy. This website's been up for like 90 days, I believe. We just built it. It cost me basically nothing. It cost me the domain name, which is like $20. That's about it. And about, 4 hours of work. I just got some pictures from him, his logos, and I got to work and I've set it all up. And I just completely forgot about it. And I just left it here online. And I've noticed that it's already making its climb. So using this free tool, free local rank checker, I typed in ADU contractor Richmond and the location of Richmond, California. And here is where this website is ranking. It's ranking number 1 right here. As a matter of fact, it's even showing it in these AI overviews. There you are, there they are, SDW Construction. Just with that one page I built approximately 90 days ago. But the very first thing, what do I say? You need a title tag and the meta description with the main keyword that you want this page to get found for. It says ADU contractor Richmond is in the title tag, and you're going to see things that are similar to that, which is ADU builder serving Richmond Bay Area. These are all in the title tag. Now you can clearly see, as a human being, just looking at this, what this page is going to be about. So if you as a human being can see what this page is going to be about, it's going to be completely obvious that Google's going to figure that out as well. Thus, why it's ranking here number 1. I even tried just the word ADU contractor, just those 2 words, and I fixed my location to be Richmond. And even at that point, even with that ADU contractor, see, it's mimicking my location. You see an ad here. You see the map listings. Again, he does not have a map listing, but you can see there's that website there at the top. Now let's take a look at the website that I built. So this is called the H1 title tag. And it says right here, Richmond's top rated ADU contractor, right? So you can see it as Richmond ADU contractor. Now this is the title. So Google crawls this page and knows exactly what this page is going to be about. Not just Google, a human being. Right? And as you scroll through here, you're going to see these are called H2s, right? So it further articulates to a human being and, of course, Google what this page is going to be about. Again, so if I just quickly scan this website, just as a human being, I know what this website's all about, right? Just by looking at it, the pictures, all that stuff. That's what those H2s and H3s do. So this is an H2. I believe these are H3s here. This is an H2, again, see ADU construction. and ADU contractor here. That's an H2, another H2, and one more, I believe. Let me see here. I put it usually in the, nope, that's it right there. We still got to put his reviews in here. I completely forgot to put that in there. See how much I've just built this thing and just completely forgot about it. So there you go. So those are the H2s, and all of these are H3s, further emphasizing to the search engine what this page is going to be about. Now, what's my fourth rule, right? Writing content for a human being, not Google, not any of that stuff. I'm not following keywords, none of this stuff. Just write like a human being. Be a human being. So what does my website blueprint, my search ready blueprint do? It guides people along the process of what's going to happen if somebody looking for an ADU unit. So right away, it says right here, so if somebody's looking for an ADU unit in Richmond, California, or a contractor, they're going to land on this page and clearly know what this page is all about, what these guys do. There you go. And I've wrote content that these people might be asking themselves when they're looking for an ADU unit. Need housing for aging parents, adult children in the Bay Area. There you go. Worried about navigating your ADU permits, and do you need one contractor that does it all? Are you worried about the construction quality? Don't know how long an ADU project's going to last or take? And don't worry about it. These guys will take care of it all. And here's how they take care of it: with clear communication, one team that does it all, a reliable time frame to make that happen, and they're experts at what they do. This is what they do: affordable construction. You can use these buildings to generate income. They use a cost-effective wood framing. So now you can keep family close, spacious, comfortable living. You have parents that are aging. They could live in your place with dignity. Here's the type of units that they build: detached, 8 attached conversions, above garage ADUs. This is what makes them different. This is what you can expect when you reach out to them right here. And if you want to fill out an email form, here's the email form. Go to town here, and this is the final call to action, and that is it. And I put all their information. Again, they don't have a map listing its location. We're just strictly building this thing out. I'm doing it for 2 reasons. Number one, maybe I can get them to lead. We did generate a lead, I think, a few weeks ago. Somebody looking. We don't know. Let's see if it works. But I did it for 2 reasons: to see if this little process works, and we're going to build out additional websites in different cities where he wants this done. Again, it only takes me about 4 hours, and it costs me about $20 to build the domain name. That's it. Nothing really. There's no risk on my end other than the 4 hours, which I'm going to waste watching something stupid on YouTube anyways. And it also serves another purpose. It gives me a perfect way to build out another website and show people an example of a really well-structured website. And this website, to me, it looks pretty damn cool, even though I know absolutely nothing about ADU units other than it's just a new building you put to a house to let people in there. There's about page here, contact page. That's it. You guys are more welcome to check out this website. I'll leave it in the description so you guys see how I basically outlined this website. And you can see how this website's ranking. Now imagine if this guy had a listing in this town. It would do tremendously to push him in this listing. If he got some reviews, it would get him way more exposure in this area. Maybe in the future I can talk to him and see maybe he can get an office space or something out there and get something like this going in that area. This next one, you guys have probably seen it before if you guys follow my channel here. It's for a junk removal business that I completely made up. Right? Again, just to prove my point that my search ready blueprint actually works. So I just typed in junk removal. I pretended I'm in Santa Barbara. I'm going to hit search here and see what search we get here. And you're going to see, of course, all these guys. Again, I don't have a listing for this. It's just completely made up. And you can see the number 2 website on organics is my website here. And again, what do I say? Here's my rules, right? The first one is junk removal Santa Barbara is in the title tag here for the SEO part of the website. And you're going to see here that in the description here, in the meta description, it says things related to junk removal services in Santa Barbara. It's all in there, perfectly structured on the site. Thus, one of the reasons it's ranking. Now, I'll type in junk removal in Santa Barbara. Junk removal in Santa Barbara. I do the exact same thing. This is a different keyword, and you're going to see it's still ranking. This is number 3 now, right? So that was the first rule: title tag, meta description. Perfect. Now we go to the actual website, the H1 title tag, like the book report. What's this entire page going to be about? It is going to be for junk removal services in Santa Barbara. There you go. This one's the easy one to do. You just add it to the It's an H1 title tag. Now Google and a human being knows exactly what this website is going to be. Now we're going to go ahead and go through the H2s right here. Junk removal Santa Barbara. These are some H3s, another H2. These are all H3s. Do you see now, by just skimming the website, not even really, just skimming it, in about 30 seconds, you have an idea of what this entire website page is all about. And it's obvious. It's junk removal services in Santa Barbara, right? And looking back now, I built this months and months, long time ago. I'll probably reduce some of this content, probably not needed. As I'm learning more and more, I'm starting to see it doesn't really matter. To me, it seems like it's more of the pictures. Again, building a website for a human being, right? So there we go. Junk removal. Whoops, let me go back to it. I accidentally clicked away. Go back to it, right? And you see, whoops, what makes us different. And then all this content I wrote as if I owned this business, and I was talking and guiding somebody through this entire process, what they're going to expect when they call us, right? Do you want to clear out some room? Is your garage packed with junk? You can't even park your car in there anymore. You got some old appliances sitting around. Tired of looking at a broken down shed in your backyard. Putting off cleaning things out. You're just feeling overwhelmed. We're the solution to your problems with our junk removal process. Here's how, right? We do it fast. We're here to help you, not sell you. We're born and raised in Santa Barbara, even though it's complete BS. I made that up. Here's the type of things that we remove. And this is what makes us different. What you can expect when you reach out to us. I even put in my reviews for my website design business in here. People haven't even noticed. They don't even look. They just long to see, they scan it, see, oh, there's reviews on this site. And then a final call to action. And the content is written for a human being. And believe it or not, I've been getting some leads off this website. Like I said, I don't know what to do with them. Just, I think 2 days ago, I got another lead on this email form, somebody requesting a clean out of something. Like I said, sooner or later, I'm going to have to find somebody in there who might want these leads, who might want this website. Either way, I don't really care. I'm just showing you guys that my structure, my search ready template really, really works. Again, because you're just building these things for human beings. You're representing a business and showing what you do, and you do it in a good way. And finally, this is the last example I built on Wix. And the reason I built it on Wix, again, is just to prove my point. As long as you follow the same process, the same rules, the blueprint that I follow, it will work. As long as you're building a website that's useful to the end user. This is why I say build websites for human beings. Don't try to game Google. It just, the more you try to game it, the worse it tries to get. I mean, the worse it's going to get for you. Just build it for a human being, right? So paving contractor in Monterey. Again, we don't have a listing. This is for a paving contractor. He works up in the Bay Area, but he wants to target Monterey. And I said, let's build something there, and we could start getting some traction, and eventually we can get a listing set up in that location. But for the meantime, again, this cost me nothing on Wix. And maybe it's $100 for the year, $120 to build up this, to get the domain name and set up the Wix website. That's exactly what I did. And about, I think I built more pages on this one, maybe 8 hours to build this whole thing out, just purely as an experiment. It serves two purposes. Hopefully we can get this thing to work. If this business owner gets a Google business profile set up, it's going to give them a huge advantage. And again, it gives me an example to show you guys here that my process actually works. So paving contractor Monterey, the very first website you see here on the search results organically is this website right here. And what did I say? The main keyword needs to be in the title tag and a meta description, or at least the ideas behind this business. Top paving contractor Monterey, you can see right here in the title tag, and in the meta description, need a paving contractor in Monterey. You can't be any clearer than that. But before I show you guys the site, let's do some other searches real quick. So paving company Monterey, right? And I think I built this website maybe, I'm going to say 90 days ago too, 60, 90 days ago. Paving company, I am Monterey, and let's see. See, it's number 4. It's already starting to climb. Let's try paving contractor. There you go, paving contractor. Number 1, if you're in Monterey, somebody types of paving contractor, there's the website right there. Let's try one more because he does a lot of asphalt. Paving, Monterey. Let's take a look, see where he's at. That's number 2. You know, like I said, I decided to look at it because I've noticed that it just recently climbed. Like I said, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It was on page like 3 or 4 a while back, but I've seen that it's starting to climb, and it's up there already at the top here. So again, there's a title tag, and what do I say? You need the H1 title tag. Experienced Paving contractor serving Monterey. There's the H1, clear as day. Anybody can clearly see what this website's about. Now let's go on to the H2s and H3s. So if somebody's scanning this website, again, just by scanning it for 10 seconds, you know what this page is going to be all about. Just by looking at the images, the wording. Oh, it's paving contractor, Monterey, crews that show up on time. Okay. Monterey, there it is, Monterey. They do paving this. Let's see more mentions of Monterey. Oh, Monterey there. Oh, working with a Monterey paving contractor. So now it's clear as day. These guys are in Monterey and they do these paving services. Those based on the H2s and H3s on the site. Now the content. I'm looking for somebody to fix my driveway here in Monterey, California. Oh, this is an experienced paving contractor. They do all these types of services. Right on. Do I have all these problems with my driveway? Yeah. Is your asphalt driveway cracking and fading? Yes. Do you need driveway replacement? Is your parking lot looking like hell and needs restriping? Let's see. Does your business have a worn out parking lot, make it bad first impressions to your customers? There you go. I'm already reminded of the problems that I'm having. These guys are the solution to the problem. Here's why they are the solution, because they put me first as a customer. They crews that get the job done, multi-generations of doing business. Oh, and look at all the services that they offer. The paving services, concrete, road construction, parking lot, driveway, paving repairs. Right on. These guys are going to be exactly what I'm looking for. Right? And here's what can I expect when I reach out to them. Right on. There's their reviews. I got these from their other website, their location up north in the Bay Area. And an email form. I got to fix this mess right here too, and all these phone numbers, and a final call to action and all that good stuff. And then bam, I followed all those rules. Now this page is ranking at the top. I think recently we got a lead off of this. And hopefully as this thing gets cemented here higher at the top, when we get pavings, you're not going to get a tremendous amount of leads, How often do people need a parking lot? It's not like carpet cleaning, right? Where everybody needs a carpet cleans every few months. Parking lots every few years, right? You're going to need some kind of maintenance for it. But it positions here at the top, and eventually when we get a Google Business Profile, it's going to help push that listing up higher when he gets that thing set up in that location. But do you guys get the understanding that if you follow these basic principles, these simple rules that I've applied to my search ready blueprint in building out websites, and it doesn't matter if I were to build one of these things on Squarespace. I don't really know how to navigate Squarespace, but I'm sure I'd figure it out. As long as I follow those rules, you're going to do very well. I don't care what the platform is. There's some platforms that I totally don't like because it take forever, but the platforms that I use 90% of the time are on WordPress. I do build some stuff on Wix, kind of drifting away from it because I just like my template on WordPress because it's so much faster. I got templates pre-structured, pre-made, ready to go, and I can get a website up in just one day. The whole damn thing, top to bottom, 6, 7, 8 pages of content on the website set up, ready to go. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Those four rules that I follow on my search ready blueprint on getting a website set up and helping a business owner generate leads with that potential website. So if you guys are looking to build out your own website, do this stuff yourself. I got training that'll show you everything you need to do to build websites, just like I did right here. And it's not that difficult to do, just a little bit of a learning curve. If you have any questions, you can, of course, ask me what it takes to get something like this going. And if you're a business owner looking for a website that's going to perform well, get you found online, generate leads for your business, help push that listing up higher in the search results, you could book a call with me, get a pricing on what it would cost to get something like this for your business and all that good stuff. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Till next time.